So today, I'm just sitting here waiting for my food. I decided to record a quick YouTube video. I'm here with my little sister today, my cousin. So today's topic is you have to put yourself out there, right? So sometimes, like emailing not enough, text messages not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say this. Say you trying to go get that job position you really want. Or say you trying to start your career. So you reaching out, right? But you really have to put yourself out there, right? That's how you bring more opportunities. Because sometimes it take you meeting that person in person to get the opportunity you're looking for, right? Because a few weeks ago, right, a guy told me, he said, don't just email him. He said, get your resume and go up there to the school and introduce yourself and be presentable and let them know, like, hey, I'm very passionate about this and this is what I'm here to do. He said you got a lot more chances like that. So I remember a while ago, right, I emailed a college near me, right? I emailed the college coach. I was like, hey, like, I want to come in. I want to absorb practices. I want to learn because I want to be a high school head track coach one day, right? So I said, hey, I would like to come in. I would like to watch practice and learn and stuff. He never responded to my email, right? I didn't take nothing about it. I'm like, okay. So today in Walmart, right, I met him in person, right? And I met him in person. I said, hey, are you the head track coach by chance? He said, yes, sir, I am. I said, I introduced myself. I said, I'm so-and-so. My dream is to be a high school head coach one day. I graduated college, but I'm going to grad school to be a teacher, right? And he was telling me, like, hey, he said, did I email him? See, like, and I told him, hey, I emailed you. He was like, yeah, sometimes my emails go to spam. Email me again, letting me know that I met you in person, right? So when he told me email again, let me know in person, it let me know, like, he met me in person and seen that I was serious about it, right? And that I'm not asking to be a coach, or I just want to go and just absorb practice and watch firsthand. Because one big thing I learned about life is knowledge, right? That's on my last YouTube video. I talk about how knowledge is very powerful, right? So sometimes, right, you just have to be in the right environment so you can just soak up knowledge. You can just soak up learning, right? So that can help you build your confidence, build your resume. You can help you make those connections that you're trying to make. Not just that, too. When you sit back and watch, excuse me. But when you sit back and watch people that's actually really good at what they do, you learn from them firsthand. You could be like, okay, let me just soak up as much knowledge as I can and see what they do to make them who they are, right? It can help you with what you want to do, because you be like, okay, I watch them, so I'm going to take away from certain things they do and I'm going to tweak it to best fit me, right? Best fit your knowledge and your personality and, like, what you're really good at doing, right? Because let's just say, okay, I like the way this coach do this, and this, but even though they do this and this, but based on, like, my coaching style and what best fits me, I'm going to take this, but I'm gonna tweak it a little bit so it can best fit my coaching philosophy, right? Or it can be anything you want to do in life, right? How many times have you ever met people that do everything the exact same way? Like, most people I know in different fields, they do things different way, right? Every coach I had, they coach differently. Every job I worked in, the managers operate differently. They train differently, right? You're never going to meet two people that do things exactly the same way unless they just copy and paste, because most people are different. Most people do things their own way, right? So back to what I was saying, right? So sometimes when you really want something, you just have to put yourself out there, right? You have to really go get it, because you can't hide behind cell phones, right? Or you can't hide behind emails and text messages, right? If you really want that position in that job, go up there in person and let them know, hey, I'm interested in this. What's the worst that happen? They say no. Same thing with, like, approaching someone that you're interested in, right? So think about it, right? If you same thing with, like, approaching somebody you're interested in, right? Because my homeboy, he said it best. He was like, what's the worst that gonna happen? They say no. And I'm like, you're so much right, because what's the worst happen? You just want someone to just tell you no, and that's the end of it, or, you just want to live the rest of your life with regrets. So instead of living the rest of your life with regrets, right, go apply yourself. Because put yourself out there, right? Because you putting yourself out there could be what separates you from the person you really want to be and the person that you are today. You get what I'm saying? So pretty much all the positions I got now in my life, right, where I made it to in my life, is because I met people firsthand, right? There's not much times through emails I built connections with coaches and stuff. You feel me? Like I got close with the athletic director recently. So what happened was I got on the phone with the athletic director. I asked him for advice and helped me out and stuff. And we was able to build a connection that way, right? Like I'm a sports coach now. When I became a sports coach, I met the coaches in person. I introduced myself, and we talk pretty often, right? That will help me, right? So you can't let social media like determine your whole life, or you can't let email and phone calls determine like where you got to get to. Like you need to develop social skills. You need to develop a good personality. You need to develop that work ethic, that ambition mindset. So when you meet people, they know that you're serious. They know that you're about your stuff. Because what's going to separate? Think about it, right? For people that only send emails, right, or text messages, compared to somebody like you who's going out there in person, who's saying like, "Hey, I really want this." That's a huge difference. And you more likely.
Your stuff look good, bro.
I didn't even check. I was recording a YouTube video. Yeah. So think about it, right? So if you go do that, right, compared to someone that never do that, and they're just suspecting worst case, just suspecting that the email is enough. You'll make it a lot more foreign.
Ready to go.
Yeah, so you'll make it a lot more foreign life than that other person, because the other person don't want it enough, right? Because think about it, right? When someone really wants something, they will find a way to make it happen. Oh shoot! Because I told myself that this year, like I was gonna build my coaching connections no matter what it takes. So I don't care if I had to send 1 million emails. I don't care if and that my mindset was okay. If these emails not enough, I will go meet them in person, right? And meeting the person seemed to do the trick for me, right? So my best advice for you is when it comes to dating, right? Put yourself out there, right? You know, go approach that girl you really want to talk to. Go approach that guy you really want to go talk to. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to anything in your life, you just have to put yourself out there. You have to go make those connections. Those connections not gonna make yourself. Especially those connections can help you get to where you're trying to get to. You have to put yourself out there. You have to. You can't rely on emails. You can't rely on text messages, right? Because sometimes, right? Think about it, right? Think about this, right? If somebody getting 1 million emails every day, right? What's going to separate your email, right, compared to you come to person, they feel your energy, they feel your vibe, and they pick up a good energy and vibe from you, most likely to get to where you're trying to get to, because they can help connect you with who you need to be connect with if they can't do much for you. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you don't take anything else away from this video, I want you to take this away, that by you putting yourself out there, you building confidence in yourself. You could build your social skills. You could become more persistent than you ever been before. Yeah, so stay tuned for many more videos to come. I hope you enjoy it. I'm out. Peace.